shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Grab 50, grab 50.
Play action. It's Smith. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, this has been a quick-strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with... just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Play action. Now Wentz. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Ojeda from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in this blocks, they got to reach the camera coming off the edge.
Wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz.
Come on.
It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz.
Oh, my God.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone. That's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked as well on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 38 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mid and you're talking about what to do in your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen. They need for it to happen now. Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner. that turn into a free hitter.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive...
He's got a man complete. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 76 yards.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Geno now to throw. His pass caught.
Oh, my God.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit his safety back.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in a sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker. And this time he is in. Ken Walker punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
21-0 our score after one. On first down, Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Here's Wentz to throw. He'll get this right back to Rager. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They fake the give. Now Wentz. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a handoff to Chandler. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Down 3 scores already. This game was really
Hey, that guy look like you, Vaughn. Your coach look like you.
Especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 22, Smith. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Here's Walker to start the drive. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. His defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Smith. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Geno. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Buying time to his left. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's the backup, Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He sets to fire deep. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Well, this
This is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
When you said jumbled, they were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On play action, it's Wentz. Going for the deep ball. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
No one wants to see that drop. I guarantee he's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. Muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz again.
Oh, my God.
Incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't come in.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Joseph's got it, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1 second, all that remains. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Fielded right around the 8. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity.
honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Cook running right. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wentz. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Boye Mafe gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Wentz going to go on 4th down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Chandler. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. Then everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Cam's going to run on the option. Back to the ground. This time, and only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Off play action. Newton steps away. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
On second down, it's Walker. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing on third down, Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them.
Oh,
not
my
cool.
God.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Myers' kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker. He's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Cam, option left. And all the way down to the 42. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. And these guys are going to be freewheeling now. We're going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the 50, Newton. Rager catches it left side. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Newton on 3rd down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton. Setting up the screen for Cook. That's a space here. Touchdown, Vikings.
Great play call.
34 yards. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Joseph on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out.
How was that an empty set?
And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now Newton on first down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On second down, Cook.
Whoa.
They find some open field here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. On first down, Newton. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lost one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Newton now to throw.
Oh, why would you?
Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings get a bit closer. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the two-point try. And now the pressure gets there.
Cam's so slow.
So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the counter, it's Walker, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Smith going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 4th down, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
To the air again, Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short in the 4th quarter.
Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Newton. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man. I messed that up.
Force error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.